never play here, one. So I'll see what it's up to.
No, I'm not.
Do that straight to you.
See this? Straight to Hudson. Hey, go, baby. Hudson! Hudson! Yeah, that's what you do. Never passing it to the old man.
Good line here. Richie, jump here. Very good. There we go. See. Yay.
You gotta keep your feet Hudson, don't you? I told ya.
Hello and welcome to Friday night footy. The old foes, Glenorchy and Clarence, going head-to-head at KG5. Nice conditions overhead here in the northern suburbs of Hobart for the start of round 14 action. Broadcasting today from the lands of the Moonina people. Pay respects to elders past, present and future. Acknowledge the enormous contribution of First Nations people to our great game. My name is Anthony Osborne, delighted to be joined by Bo Downham in the commentary box. Bo, this is looming as a really big game, and great to see these two arch rivals go head-to-head under Friday night lights.
Yeah, it certainly is. Thanks for having me and welcome back. You haven't done a game for a few weeks, so it's great to have you back in the box. And yeah, it's watched a lot of Glenorchy footy over the past few weeks, and this is shaping up to be a massive game. Obviously, Josh Arnold, 250 club games, so let's hope they can get that done for him. Cam Duffy in the ruck, obviously no Matt McInnes, so he's one to watch out for.
Certainly is. We'll quickly go through the changes as we get things underway, and Cam Duffy is an enormous change for this outfit here at Glenorchy as we get things underway here at KG5. We'll run through those changes shortly. Out of the middle, a couple of players collide into each other. We'll have the first free kick and disposal going the way of the Glenorchy Footy Club through the skipper, Matt Joseph, who looks to move the ball on quickly. Drives it inside 50, fist over the back, just buys him a little bit of time. In pursuit, trying to chase the football, there is Nicholson, also playing a milestone tonight, his 50th game. Waite, vice-captain, drives the ball inside 50. It falls a little short. The mark's taken by Oscar Paprotny. Paprotny goes back to Sam Green. Green will execute the switch to Preshaw. So for Clarence, the ins are Ollie Preshaw, that man, and also Blake Harper, Daniel Cooney and Harvey Hurd out of the team as they exit defensive 50. Mark taken by Dom Brown, who now look to launch this ball inside 50. Glenorchy doing the attacking early on. Brown to the top of the goal square, filling the hole, unable to take the mark. Muir gets the handball away. Might have disposed of it illegally. He did. And the changes for Glenorchy. Daniel Muir, one of the ins, alongside Cameron Duffy. Josh Arnold, the milestone man, also in. Bealey gets the ball out, as well as Shaw and Clark. And Glenorchy just looking to really move this ball on quickly here, Bo. Tapping the ball on Mitch Anderton. We'll get some of your thoughts in just a moment. It's been a bit of a frenetic start to this one as Glenorchy tumble the ball inside 50. Joseph finds himself a little bit of room to move. Matty Joseph shoots for goal and misses. So the opening score in this Styles Cooney Cup game goes the way of Glenorchy, and it's a minor one. 1-0 after 90 seconds. So, Bo, you've seen a lot of Glenorchy, as you touched on at the start. Who are some of the players that you think are going to have big roles to play tonight?
Well, Brady Simpson has had a lot of the ballers. We just see it go to the outer wing there. He had 38 touches last week, a lot of them kick-ins, so they play a big role as they go down the wing just off hands. And again, Clarence being able to pick that up there by Keegan Ryan. I reckon he's going to have a big game here.
Of course, Keegan Ryan, son of Peter, coach at Clarence, who was a favourite son out in Glenorchy before he traded the black and white stripes for the red and white. So no, you're right. I think Brady Simpson, a key player. Give me one or two others that you think will need to keep a close eye on this evening.
I really like the games Luke Nicholson has had. A nice impact player off the wing. He's definitely been big, and obviously, of course, the vice-captain, Blake White, he just does it week in, week out.
Ball tapped down. Joseph has been hot early, unable to take that one cleanly. Josh Arnold, the milestone man, might have just infringed. Of course, back after last weekend off, he was terrific in the state game.
6 intercept marks from Blake Waite last week, so watch him patrolling that back line.
Norton goes in that direction now, launches it long. Mark not taken from Holmes at the last moment. The Glenorchy cavalcade come in and they'll see the ball go over and out. So Clarence now with an opportunity, a couple of repeat entries. As we said, Glenorchy, you've dominated possession and territory early on in this encounter. Ball's thrown in. Nice high ball. Taking it out himself, Holmes, unable to trap it cleanly. Duffy there in the long sleeves. Ball stays alive. Dangerous spot here for the Glenorchy defence. Trying to get through was Jack Preshaw. Gets out in the direction of Norton. Quickly gets the handball out. Finds his captain, Jared Harper. Really good smother there from Brady Simpson. Saves the day, and he's made to earn that one, Brady. But he did a fantastic job for his team. I
think this inclusion of Cam Duffy is absolutely massive. 7 hit-outs for the whole game last week, Glenorchy, so he's a massive inclusion, Cam.
There's one right there, only as far as Norton, who taps it over to Ollie Preshaw. Flying shot, mark taken by Wright. You're right, Cam Duffy has been a star of Tasmanian football for a long time, now coaching the Claremont women's team in the SFL. Jumped at the opportunity to represent his former club tonight. Meredith gets out of defensive 50. A little too hot, Fisher goes back and tracks it, wrapped up in the Manson tackle. The umpire says play on. Glenorchy pounce on the loose football, kick it towards half forward, but just blazing away, and the Roos mop things up. Now they find Paprotny.
It was that man, Hunter Wright, who carried a lot of the ruck load last week.
Preshaw over the top to Wiley. Wiley out to Bealey. One of the more consistent small defenders in the competition. Mark taken there by Connor McGee, and the umpire has adjudicated the 50, so Norton lets Blake Waite know all about it. It's a risky game you play when you make contact after the mark's taken, and Blake Waite has been punished and penalised on that occasion, and young Connor McGee will march his way inside 50 and have himself a look on the goals.
Yeah, a little bit ill discipline there from Blake Waite. Sees him get that free kick or the 50. As he said, very dangerous if you're going to do that, Blake Waite. Might have been there, might have not been, but again, you got to be a little bit more disciplined than that.
So Connor McGee begins his approach towards goal. The youngster kicks on the way, always looking to the right, and did a bit of work late, but hits the post for a minor score. So one apiece after 5 and a bit here at KG5. Of course, these two teams playing for the Michael Stiles Gavin Cooney Cup. Two real greats of Tasmanian football. Glenorchy exit the defence, kick out wide, coming through and burrowing out with the ball was Nicholson. Now Glenorchy find themselves down the wing in pursuit. Harper's there, but he can't quite catch Whitford. Whitford now pops it inside 50, out in front. Mark taken on the second grab. Clever stuff there. Liam Roach takes the mark. Good ball movement from the Pies. Has some players streaming towards goal, but a couple of the leaders are just telling him to settle down and have a crack.
Played a lot of minutes in the back line last week, Liam Roach, which I find really interesting. He's a natural forward, I should say, and you can just see there he just finds space and he can leap as well. So very interesting move to put him into the back line last week.
So Liam Roach begins his approach, tied up against the pocket, trying to get things underway here for Glenorchy. Over the top, Sam Green, unable to take the mark. Cat-like landing on his feet. His kick wasn't his best though. Dilger quickly gets the kick away. They're still in danger here, the Clarence defence. Joseph around the corner. Misses. Second behind of the evening goes the way of Glenorchy. That's a fair point you raise, I reckon, about Roach there, Bo. We've seen him play a lot of time in the ruck, even on ball. It's probably something that this Glenorchy team, they're not getting the results, but these young players are being blooded in a variety of different roles.
Yeah, it certainly is, and I really liked the games of Liam Roach. Touching on the captain, Matt Joseph, went down with a knee injury last week, and I was actually pretty worried for him, but great to see him back out there.
Harper sweeps on the football. They're just struggling a little bit off half-back at the moment here are the Roos. Ryan Borsboom handballs it back. Dinky kick is a good one. Lands in the arms of Blake Harper. Harper, one of the inclusions. Just assessing his options. Defensive side of the wing. Opposite goes short, so telling us here Glenorchy are structuring up really well and making it difficult for Clarence to try and pierce their way through. Wiley cuts it back inboard. A really good kick from Keegan Wiley. Fantastic vision, finds Mitch Anderton. Anderton now goes out wide and they're going to launch here the Roos. Ball goes towards half forward. Ball now in the hands of Ollie Preshaw. Preshaw wheels inside 50. Easy as you like. Finds Bryce Alomes.
Yeah, very nice ball movement there. Glenorchy just not being able to structure up, as you spoke about, as well as they would have liked. And Alomes, well, it's kind of like a three-headed monster down there for the Clarence Roos in the forward line. They've obviously got Garland, Alomes, and big Noah Holmes. He kicked 4 snags last week, so watch this forward line.
Alomes begins his approach towards goal, gets a fair bit of purchase on the kick, but always looked a little skinny. In the end, it's very skinny, out of bounds on the full. So you're right, this forward line of Clarence probably hasn't quite fired the way they would have wanted across the course of the year, but we know how talented all these players are. Ball comes back in.
Definitely a bonus as well, again, having Cam Duff in, because obviously Hunter Wright can play that big-sized defender role.
Thompson gets it out wide. Wait finds Simpson. So 3 of the prime movers combining there. Simpson. Kick goes in and Arnold will be rewarded, pushing the back by Mitch Anderton. So the Glenorchy coach, the milestone man, moves the ball on, kicks it towards half forward. Couple of cries of free kick from the grandstands. The umpire says play on. Duffy comes and throws his weight around. The umpire will take that ball. Umpire Nick Butler. And it looks like he's giving a free kick to Clarence. So some ill discipline there from Glenorchy, talking back to the umpire. Couple of little moments that Josh Arnold will just need to give messages to his group at quarter time. As Clarence now execute the switch. Corey Lovell goes out wide. Beerley exits D50. Goes and finds Fisher, who doesn't quite take it cleanly, but mops up well enough. Harry Fisher, high ball down the line. A couple of players fly. In the end, it was just Blowfield. Umpire whistle spotted something, though. Might be a block, potentially. I think it will. So a free kick going the way of Clarence.
So here we go. Very dinky kick and it'll end up in the hands of that man Brady Simpson, who's been enormous for the Pies. Nearly every week he's played. 38 touches last week, 2 score involvements. I reckon he would have liked to have a little bit of a better kicking efficiency as he goes out wide to Callum Thompson, who goes on the left boot. Now it's Matty Joseph. He's defended really nicely there from Bealey, and will have a boundary throw in on the outer side of the wing. So pretty even territory is where this ball up will go. You've seen screen there, Isaac Manson, the top goal scorer for Glenorchy, number 14. So we'll have a big night.
Yeah, he's a reliable player these days, is Isaac Manson. Has a big role to play. He's going head-to-head with Norton at the moment. Bealey evades the Manson tackle. Handball over the top is a good one there from Howlett, who's been a massive inclusion since returning from Claremont. Harper, loopy handball over the top. Green gets it off. They're still moving the ball on here. The Roos. Chain of handballs. They find themselves at half-forward. Tap goes on. Paprotny gathers the football. He goes over the top. They're a chance here, the Roos. High kick towards the goal square. Running back and doing well there for Glenorchy was Harrison Gillett. Gets it out in the direction of Dilger, who does a good job in the gully. A little round the body action there from the Magpies. They move the ball on. Kick now towards defensive side of the wing. Wiley. He's got a big kick on him. He's a smart user, and that is a laser-like pass out in the direction of his teammate Bryce Alomes. So they're doing some good things down back at Glenorchy, but just breaking down a little bit. Should say that, yeah, Bryce Alomes it is with ball in hand. So he'll have a shot from just inside the 50-metre arc. He's played almost 12 minutes and yet to get a goal. So Bryce Alomes will look to try and break the deadlock. Give Clarence the lead for the first time tonight. Crosses the paint of 50. Bryce Alomes in the long sleeves. Kicks on the way, right to the line. Touched through, so another minor score. Clarence even things up. 2 behinds apiece after 12 minutes.
So Brady Simpson on the short lead in coach Josh Arnold. A lot of support this week. One of the greatest men I reckon you could ever meet in footy, Josh Arnold. Send that down the wing. He's got Meredith if he wants him. Over the top there, taking a very nice mark, is Preshaw. Garland presents, but chooses not to go a little bit longer than that. Again in the direction of Alomes, he has 3 to beat. We'll go to Luke Nicholson. Chipping kick to Whitford. Had the run of Nicholson on if he wanted him, but didn't see him in time. Spoiling there was Preshaw, and have a boundary throw in just in front of the interchange gate here at KG5. Looks like a nice little crowd building here. Anthony, of course, having another function on. Our man Tubes is down there.
Yeah, I think the man Tubes, just an icon in community football land, as Norton takes the advantage, pumps the ball inside 50 with his left boot. Players coming across. Glenorchy trying to take this ball out of bounds. Blowfield does that straight away. Runs himself into the fence, and we'll have a throw in just in front of the Creswell Beakley stand.
They've got to try and get these matchups right. Glenorchy, it looked like Blowfield was on McGee, who's pretty big unit, McGee. Got to get that right. So the long one goes in, they'll be in a bit of strife.
Ball tapped down from Noah Holmes. Long sleeve brigade there for Clarence. Paprotny now pumps the ball to a dangerous spot, but taking the mark in a good spot. Blake Waite, as you alluded earlier, does that for fun. He gets it off to Simpson. Simpson. Chipping ball as they look to launch something out of the defensive 50 here, the Magpies. Clever kick as they keep the ball alive. Good stuff here from Glenorchy. Manson, unable to trap it on the first go. Continues just to tap it in front of himself, Isaac Manson. Wiley comes in. Manson gathers. High kick towards the pocket. Out of bounds on the full. Just a little hurried with the disposal. And interesting there, Ollie Preshaw. We've seen him to do some good defensive work. Now operating on the last line of defence. So another little element of this Clarence team. Preshaw getting a little more time down back. Seeing him as a really nice half-forward type in years gone by. Duffy competing against McGee. Duffy wraps McGee up. The umpire lets it roll before coming in for an intervention. Of course, Cam Duffy, speaking of state game a couple of weeks ago, a representative of the TSL team that played the NEFL back in 2010, at 17, Blunston Arena. Braden Webb, who was the Glenorchy captain that Tassie team as well. Ryan gets the handball out. Whitford comes through the other way. Screwing the ball towards half forward, and in the hole there, mark taken by Whitford. Whitford sees something he likes immediately, but going back and filling the hole was Wiley. Wiley fends the ball out.
Great work rate there from Malone. We've seen him play a lot deep forward and get up the ground, almost like Jeremy Cameron, really.
Colby Whitelaw, famous Clarence name. The Whitelaws. He retreats back to Loams. Loams cuts back into the middle of KG5. Mark taken by Bealey. So just having to be quite methodical here of the Roos. Ball goes out wide. Corey Lovell. Lovell goes short. Paprotny providing the overlap. Paprotny assessing his options. Drives the ball towards half forward. Wait. Has he taken the marker? It might be a free kick given anyway, and it will be a free kick. So ball will be taken. Colin Garland infringing on that occasion. Kick goes back in to Gillett, not 15. Gillett retreats back to Waite. Waite drives the ball out of defensive 50. Duffy, the target, just provides that target down the line, but the Clarence players shark the road. Wiley chips it towards half forward. A perfectly weighted kick, and the mark's taken by Ollie Preshaw. Wiley just sniffing around. He's got a big kick on him, but Preshaw's going to back himself in here. Almost 17 minutes gone, and we don't have a goal on the board. Ollie Preshaw kicking from just outside 50. Gives it everything he has, Ollie Preshaw. It's going to go right to the line and retreating it through. Or not in the end, keeping it alive. Hunter Wright. Out in the direction of Nicholson. Thompson at ground level gets it off to Whitford. Whitford over the top. Nicholson tries to tap the ball on, but there in the way, Kieran Howlett. Players converge on this football, and we're going to have a stoppage. So, a game of chess at the moment, isn't it, Bo? The two teams just working their way down the field, but no one able to really take full toll at the moment.
I reckon that was just a little bit of inexperience there from Hunter Wright. Gave it to dangerous areas. We see Glenorchy go through the middle again. Milo's inclusion this week. Again, Clarence being able to mop up. Got numbers out. Feeding it to Borsbom. Nice left kick it in the middle of the ground. Finds Jack Preshaw. And now they can have a bit of run out. Driving kick in the direction of 50. Duffy gets his hand on it. Green. That's Holmes, sorry. Handing it off to Norton. Again, twisting and turning here, Clarence, and finding the kick there. I think it might be Lovell. So just being able to win it back there was Clarence, and pretty easy, really. They just couldn't get a hand on it, Glenorchy. Actually, 2 on 1 on that outer wing, but not able to win on that occasion.
So Corey Lovell sets himself a difficult shot. Going across the face, the ball's still alive. Clever there from Wright. He probably tried to tap that through for a point, but in the end, straight into the upright. So we'll have a throw in. 19 minutes just about gone. It's 2 apiece. Low scoring start to this one under Friday Night Lights. Preshaw over the top. High kick towards the goal line. They've kept it in play. Did it touch the post? The umpire said it might have been a player who clambered into the post, and it'll be play on. So Glenorchy try to drive the ball out. Wiley fills the hole and takes the mark. Wiley has a huge kick on him. He's a good user of the football. Chisels it to the pocket. Umpire has a call to make, and they're going to say free kick, I think. Just taking the body out. There was the Glenorchy player. So Baxter Norton with ball in hand. Classy operator. Part of the victorious Tasmanian State team. Kick is on the way. It looks pretty good. No one was on the line. And that one opens the account for the Clarence Football Club. A fantastic finish. Really sharp stuff from difficult angle and expertly executed. Clarence are on the board for the first time in a major way. 1-2-8 plays Glenorchy 2 behinds. We just tick over the 20-minute mark of the first.
Not great from Glenorchy, really. It must be said they need to get someone on that line. But Norton coming off 29 disposals last week, 9 clearances and 2 goals. So definitely been in some red-hot form. And in that state game, he definitely played a role for the victorious Tassie team.
They didn't have many passengers, did they, Tassie? They were absolutely magnificent on that day. So we have the ball up back in the middle of the ground. Duffy v Green. Just trying to get some meterage. Manson wrapped up in the Blake Harper tackle. We'll have a stoppage.
Again, Cam Duffy in the ruck against Green. Duffy. Patrolling on that one is Nicholson. He was shoved out eventually there from McGee. Gets the hand pass out there was Nicholson to Thompson. Umpire's going to call that a throw, which is probably the right decision. Definitely did look like a throw from where we were. Kicking that outer wing. A lot of play on that outer wing at KG5. Of course. Just over the top of a teammate. Wait. Running like he was in quicksand there. And again, Glenorchy being able to win it. Nicholson. He'll play on. Takes Harper on. Tumbling ball inside 50. He's got a few to beat Muir. We'll get to the back. It'll be a trip. Free kick to Clarence. So Meredith's going to have to hand that one back. We'll go 21 minutes gone, only 1 goal scored. Mark was taken. Running onto that one there was Preshaw. Driving kick down the line. Again, their kicks have been really accurate today, Clarence. Over the top there, just spilling was Howlett. On his tail was Clark, it looks like, for the Pies. So I have another ball up here. So 0-2, 2 plays, 1 goal, 2, 8.
All thrown up on the wing. Duffy resumes his contest with Green. Handball over the top. Gathering the football. There was Jenkins, who's having a solid season as the youngster. Duffy grabs that football, wrapped up in the Mitch Anderton tackle. The ball spills free. Protny and Josh Arnold skirting around the edge of the pack, and ball come in. Mitch Anderton has been a really good recruit for Clarence, back from a stint in the SFL, former Lauderdale Bomber and Tassie Devil. Preshaw, the Jack variety, with a quick little 1-2. Gets the ball over the top. Clarence looking to try and create another opportunity here. Keegan Ryan floats the ball. Jack Preshaw continued to work. He now kicks it inside 50. Genuine one-on-one. Holmes unable to take the mark, but he's a tough man to catch when he's in pursuit of the football. Hurried kick. Ball still alive here for Clarence. Holmes clattered into. They're coming in waves at the moment of the Roos, but Glenorchy are up to the challenge at the moment. Good pressure there from Wright and also from Blowfield. Handball goes over the top. Jack Preshaw is gathering plenty of the football in recent moments. Harper kicks long inside 50. Waite tracks back. Colin Garland comes in over the top. Tries to steal the football, and the umpire come in to intervene. Blake Waite looked to have the sit, and the umpire will blow the whistle for the end of a low-scoring, tight opening term. Glenorchy 2 behinds. Play Clarence 1-8. Baxter Norton, the lone goal scorer for this contest. That goal coming relatively late in the term. So it's a 1-goal advantage to the visitors under Friday Night Lights here at KG5. We'll take a break for quarter time. Second quarter action coming up next. Welcome back to KG5. Quarter time in this game between the arch enemies, Clarence and Glenorchy, and the visitors leading 1-8 to 2 behinds. Baxter Norton breaking the deadlock at the 21-minute mark of the opening term. So Bo Downham, we've had an intriguing game so far. The intensity's been pretty good from both sides, but both of them just probably lacking a little bit of polish going inside 50.
Yeah, that's certainly right. And Glenorchy, they haven't struck over 50 points at least for the past 2 weeks, so I'm not really surprised it's been low scoring, but you're definitely right there. The polish just hasn't been there. I'm not sure how the ground conditions are, obviously, with a bit of dew, but I guess we'll see this quarter who can eventually run out and kick a few goals in a row. As we see Duffy hitting it down to Arnold. Thompson just swifting that one inside 50. On pursuit there was Clark. Joseph gets a quick kick away. Joseph gets the first of the second quarter. And I absolutely love it, the crowd. Matt Joseph, 1 goal, 2 already this afternoon. I should say this evening. And he strikes with the first blow. So we're all even here at KG5. Very quick stuff there from Glenorchy out in the middle. Obviously, you got Arnold and Nicholson linking up, and then Matty Joseph just being able to snap that one on the right boot. And, well, they're definitely in this, Glenorchy. I know it's very early, but belief will be starting to be there. They've been able to compete for the past quarter and a bit.
Yeah, well called there, Bo. Really frenetic start to the term. Matty Joseph really rising to the occasion. Now it's over to see how the Roos can respond. Loopy handball as they look to set something up on the wing, breaking down a little bit, but coming in to reinforce Sam Green. Beautiful kick there from the ruckman. Gets it off. Now Clarence will launch the ball inside 50 via Kieran Howlett. Mark taken. Really good grab there, deep inside 50. Connor McGee, I think it is. It is. That bullet of a pass there from Sam Green on the wing just set things up at half forward. And now McGee, who's had a couple of looks at it so far, will look to get the immediate response for the Clarence Football Club. They've had plenty of injuries so far this year, Clarence, but this young brigade are getting some really good experience at senior level, and guys like Connor McGee certainly look to be up to it. As McGee begins his pursuit towards goal to get the immediate response for the Roos. Umpire had to do a bit of assessing, but it's through. So Clarence get that immediate response. Connor McGee gets that goal, and after about 25 minutes in the opening term, Bo, with just the 1 goal, all of a sudden we've played about a minute 50 of actual football in this second term, and we've already got 2 goals to show for it. It's a funny old game, footy.
Yeah, it certainly is. That really quick again there from Clarence. So Connor McGee there just getting them underway in this second quarter. Really quick stuff. Back into the middle will be Duffy and Green again. They'll go head-to-head all day. Tough initiation in the ruck for young Hunter Wright against Alex Lee. As we see Duffy get the clear tap. Green just slipped over. In there again was Nicholson, who patrols that outer wing so well. Really like his game. Of course, game number 50 for him tonight in the black and white. Duffy, silver surface to Thompson, who got that goal underway. Hand pass out. In there is Clark. The ball just trapped in between 2 Glenorchy players there. It was Oscar Preshaw. Propotny, sorry.
Contest comes down. Keegan Ryan gets it off to Baxter Norton. Norton with a hurried kick out in the direction. A couple of players. Whitford's there. Gathers the football. Hurried kick towards half forward. Is it out of bounds on the full? It might be. So Keegan Ryan will bring it back in. He's such a good size, Keegan Ryan, for a midfielder. Such an athletic player. Really valuable addition over the last 2 seasons for the Clarence Footy Club, and still so young. He floats the ball down the wing, just over the head of Cam Duffy. Simpson goes through the other way. McGee lost his footing slightly. Simpson just toying with him a little bit there. Eventually gets the kick away. Coming through now, Blowfield loses his footing, gets it off. Handballing out there, Don Brown. Blake Waite had to keep that ball in, otherwise it was certainly going to be deliberate. Whitford wrapped up by a couple of Kangaroos, and we'll have a stoppage on the outer wing. I tell you what, Bailey Jenkins, Bo, would have to be in the conversation for one of the best salads in the TSL. Magnificent flowing locks from Bailey Jenkins. Just keep an eye on that. Sam Green involved on that occasion. Arnold tries to bustle his way through. We'll have another stoppage. It's good conditions, really. Must be said for a Friday night game in mid to late July. It's been a warmish week actually in Hobart, so good evening for football as well. Harper tries to get the handball away. Whitford tries to get out the direction of Jenkins. Norton comes in. Duffy grabs the football, slams it on the boot, kicks it down the line, but the mark's been taken by Oliver Preshaw.
Preshaw. Chipping kick finds Harper. He's got a few numbers in the middle of the ground. That's where he'll look to go. Mark taken from Propotny. He'll hand it off. Spearing kick off the hands of Alomes. Don Brown has him this evening. So, have another ball up. Just watch Garland here taking it out of the ruck. Hunter Wright's got to be aware of that. Slapping it out. Dilger handing it off to Simpson. Run down tackle there from the big fella in Garland.
That's when you know Colin Garland's on, when he's giving those small efforts inside 50, applying that defensive pressure. A real talisman of this Clarence outfit, and that was great pressure from your big man there.
I reckon he's going to go here, Colin Garland. He'll probably be about 55 metres out. So Colin Garland to get Clarence's third. It'll take a big kick. Garland gives it the barrel. On its way, Garland! Absolute thumper there from the big man. His first of the night. Clarence's third. So Colin Garland, the thumping right foot boot. We get that one underway and 2 goals straight here to Clarence.
Yeah, it's a big kick there from Colin Garland. We know how good he is in front of the big sticks, but so far this year, just had a quick look there, Bo, 9 games, 5 goals. So he's probably played some different roles this year, a couple of games where he was injured as well. That's a really big kick in the context of this game and in the context of Clarence's season. You called it well. Thumping boot. And all coming off the back of a defensive effort. Peter Ryan would be stoked with that. We go back to the middle. Great bounce, absolutely. Magnificent bounce in the middle. Cam Green, I got Ashes on the mind. Sam Green gets it out. Now it's with Mitch Anderton. Anderton goes one way, zags the other. Gets out in the direction of the running man in Colby Whitelaw, who's kick inside 50. Just goes between a couple of roos, and Blake Waite is going to take the mark. Waite out in the direction of admitted Whitford. Ryan just pushes him aside. Dilger lays the tackle. Green gets it back to Anderton. Anderton gets it back to Whitelaw. Whitelaw now hoists the ball inside 50. A couple of players fly. Garland's one of them. Blowfield at ground level. Gets it off to Waite, who dances his way around a few. Clark out in the direction of Brady Simpson. And have a throw in just in front of cricket nets at KG5.
Looking great, the nets. Big Dean Groundsman, I think his name is. He does a brilliant job.
Holmes takes it out of the ruck. Manson swoops on the football. Jack Preshaw attacks him. The umpire says no prior, so we'll have a ball up.
I hope I haven't got that wrong. The groundsman does a very good job. I'm not quite sure if his name's Dean, but does a great job.
We'll run with Dean. I like it. I like the confidence of running with the name, Bo. High up and under kick. Unable to take the grab. Arnold may have just taken his opponent high, and he did. So free kick going the way of Ryan Borsboom. His brother Lockie, really strong player for Clarence and the Devils. I think he might be over in the UK playing cricket at the moment.
Definitely is.
Phil Borsboom, the old man, a fantastic operator as well. So Ryan Borsboom will be kicking from just outside 50. Umpires spotted something, just telling players to clear the area. So Borsboom will go back to the top of his mark, and he'll now try and continue this little run for the Roos. From right on 50. Pretty good purchase with the kick, but the umpire spotted something. And it's going to be a kick from the top of the goal square going the way of... No, I'll pay the goal. So it was going to be a goal anyway. It was just a matter of who it was going to mark down to. And that one goes to Ballsboom. A fantastic kick from right on 50. And Clarence all of a sudden open up a bit of a buffer. 4-2-26. They lead Glenorchy 1-2-8.
Very good cricketer as well, Ryan Ballsboom. Plays consistently Clarence ones over there at Kangaroo Bay. It's good to see a lot of multi-talented athletes. We've got Richie Dilgart, Glenorchy Premiership player as well. Josh Arnold's cousin, Tim Spotswood, cricket operations at Glenorchy. So a lot of cricketing folklore playing this afternoon.
I know you love your Glenorchy Cricket Club boat. Number one man out in the northern suburbs is Duffy. Taps the ball down looking for Arnold. In the middle, Manson just bangs it on the boot. Long kick inside 50. Preshaw turns tackler. Thompson, good strength, gets it out. Looking for Jenkins, who's got a couple to beat. The reinforcements come in. And we'll have a stoppage. So Glenorchy in need of a response here. 10 minutes gone in the second, and there's been a bit of a flurry of goals to start this second stanza. Crucial moments in this game. Green takes it out of the ruck himself, met by a couple of Magpies. That's holding the footy. Good pressure there from Glenorchy. And the ball is in the hands now of Isaac Manson. He'll be kicking, so Green having a bit of a chat to the umpire. He took the ball out of the ruck and then tried to take a couple on. So Isaac Manson now with the golden opportunity, and this is a goal they really need, the Magpies. Just going to cross the paint of 50. Begins his approach. Isaac Manson. Kick is on the way. Just tugs it a little bit to the left. Minor score. 1-3-9 Glenorchy. Trail Clarence 4-2-26. The Roos quickly bring the ball back into play. Jack Preshaw has it. Chiseling kick down the wing. Blake Waite just holds things up a little bit. Does really well, Blake Waite. Loses the football at the last moment, but he'd be rewarded with the free kick. Really clever stuff there from the vice-captain. Gets himself a little bit of room to move. Launches it towards 50. Hurried kick away there from Lovell. Finds Jack Preshaw. So Preshaw just takes a bit of time, retreats some ground. Wiley ships it over the top. Joseph was coming in late, not quite there in time. Sam Green will take the mark, but going to be a 50. So Joseph might be...
Are they going to play two, are they?
I think they might be, or they're just clearing the area perhaps. No, they're taking him all the way down. So some ill discipline there from the Glenorchy Footy Club. Takes Sam Green from inside defensive 50 to inside attacking 50. That's not going to appease the supporters out there at KG5 in the black and the white.
Long run up.
So Sam Green, long runway, looking to extend Clarence's lead. Sam Green kicks on the way and he likes it. So the Roos, they kick away. 5-2-32, lead Glenorchy 1-3-9, and just some ill discipline there from the Glenorchy Magpies. And Clarence, they take full advantage of the opportunity through Sam Green.
Look, I'm not quite sure what that first 50 might have been overstepping the mark. I know he did add a little bit of a punch in there, Matty Joseph, but that second one was definitely there, just slipping off to the umpire. So the captain, fortunately for Glenorchy, just not being able to hold his composure here. So Duffy will go in the rack again. This umpired at Utah Stadium. I think his bounces have been genuinely good, and of course when we say that, he doesn't give a great one, but elite operator is this umpire. So Duffy bursting through as Manson. Twisting and turning was Howlett. Hand passing it to the dangerous Norton. Drives it inside 50. Who have they got? Over the back, Garland got taken down, and it'll be rushed for a behind there. So We'll have a kick in here. Clarence's defensive 50. Leading up there was Manson. A few long sleeves out there today. Zach Manson. Drive it. Just in front of us. Dilger tried to work his man under it, and equally well done there. Clarence was Keegan Wiley punching that one over the boundary rope. So we'll have another throw in just in front of us here at KG5.
I reckon he would have been right in the conversation for the state game, Keegan Wiley. Sure, there may have potentially been an injury concern, but a terrific defender. He's come on in leaps and bounds in recent years. Duffy wins a tap down. Whitford roves. Bouncing ball. Anderson sees it over. And that's a free kick going against the Magpies, infringing on that occasion. There was Matty Dilger.
They've got to tighten up on that.
Anderson goes backwards. Wiley looked to take it on. He got himself in a bit of trouble. Retreats a bit of ground and gets it back to Liam Howard. Howard now switches the football and finds his teammate in Beerley. Beerley short to Wiley. Wiley's been everywhere down back for them. Clarence now look to build something up. Paprotny has the ball on the wing. Good player, Oscar Paprotny. That's a great ball. Finds a teammate there in Kieran Howlett, who was dominant last week. Howlett finds Green, who was crunched into but held his ground well. Beautiful kick. It looked there from Green, and just inside the field of play, the mark's been taken. You can see Keegan Ryan is all on his own at the moment, but might be a little late there, Bryce Alomes. He now looks to kick in that direction. Ryan's there, so too's Garland! Unable to take the mark. The umpire says play on. Dom Brown wraps him in the tackle. Still got his kick away. Right on the goal line. That is a clever, clever finish. And Clarence hit the scoreboard. I think that might have been Bryce Alomes. A clever finish right on the goal line from Bryce. Clarence get another. An opportunistic finish. And really, it was the strength of Colin Garland to not go down with the tackle, to get his kick away, that opened the door there for Alomes, who just got his kick, got his boot to the ball, I should say, in the nick of time. And Clarence get goal number 6, 6-3-39, Glenorchy 139. So we've seen 6 goals across this quarter so far, 5 of them going to the team in red and white. The Roos have opened up a 5-goal buffer.
Just couldn't keep up there, Glenorchy, really, in the defensive end. So, another good bounce, favouring Green. Duffy made it a contest. Kicking out there was Clarence, and there's a whistle. Looks like it will be going the way of Glenorchy, and it looks like it will be Zach Manson. So, sells some candy, runs around. Kicks it inside 50. Off the hands of Joseph. On pursuit there was Dilger, but a nice smother there from Thompson. That'll get the crowd up and about. So there's been a punch-off ball, I think, to the mouth, but I'm not quite sure what happened there. It'll be Josh Meredith. It was definitely high contact, but actually missed that.
Yeah, not too sure. Something's obviously happened. You can hear the crowd there as well. So Glenorchy with an opportunity here. You can see that player now composing himself to have that kick, and we'll have crowd well and truly in this game as well. Ollie Preshaw is coming in to stop the quick handball over to Joseph. So with ball in hand, Josh Meredith just composing himself. The umpire is taking the details as well. So it's one that will be dealt with through the system, as Meredith now will have a quick look at goal. Misses to the near side. Opportunity goes begging there for Glenorchy. Clarence will bring the ball back into play. 18 and a bit gone. 1-4-10, plays 6-3-39. Handball out in the direction of Blowfield, who just taps it on. Really good smother there. There's been some great individual efforts lately. That was a really good effort there from Colby Whitelaw, matching what Callum Thompson did moments ago as well. There, Bo. It's always a bit of a team lifter when you see players doing those individual efforts, isn't it?
Yeah, it certainly is. I reckon there's a bit of feeling in this game now as Really nice throw in. No ruckman really got it out. Bursting through there was Harper. Sitting under that one was McGee. And again, Harper with the hand pass. Sits it out in front of a teammate. It'll be McGee again. Where Jenkins taken in a really strong tackle there. So I'll have a ball up. Nearly into red time here at KG5, and it's a 29-point lead to the visitors. Duffy. Spinning out there was Howlett. Blowfield nearly marked it. Borsbom, hand passes out. McGee. Meredith will take him in a really strong tackle. Getting it out there was Blowfield. Now the Pies can try to set something up. Nice mark taken there from Beerley, and they look to go quickly.
Protney has the ball. Kicks into the middle. A couple of players are on offer. Jared Harper is captain, being the main one. Harper now launches the ball inside 50 with the sit, and taking the mark was Blake Waite. Waite moves the ball on. Joseph goes out to Manson. Manson had the overlap run there from Nicholson, who just fumbled the ball. Manson goes back in, sweeps on the footy himself, kicks it towards half forward. Daniel Muir unable to get that ball, punched over the line there from the Roos, so 20 gone. Of course, TSL action continuing tomorrow. Big game at Skybus Oval between Lauderdale and North Lonnie. Down the southern outlet, Canberra Tigers take on Launceston in the grand final rematch. Ball thrown in. Meredith gets the handball off, just beats a couple of players. Kick now from the Magpies towards 50. Thompson, just a real accumulator of the football. Meredith evades one tackle, kicks in the direction of his teammate. There might be a free kick. They're claiming it should be downfield. And the umpire will ask for it to come back. So, an opportunity here for Glenorchy. Just outside attacking 50. Meredith with ball in hand. Lower his eyes, just see what options he's got.
Oh, no.
See something he likes on the half volley. Ball not taken, and just a little clumsy coming in over the top, Isaac Manson. So free kick going the way to the visitors. Blake Harper. Good young player. Brings it out of defence. Ryan's the intended target, and Ryan takes a really strong mark. Gets the handball off. Now an opportunity for Clarence. Howard bangs the ball inside 50, looking for his intended target. Couple of players over the back. Desperate defensive effort from Dom Brown. Does well. Blowfield now comes in, and Blowfield may have been taken a little high, and he was. Free kick going the way of Nathan Blowfield. Kicks to a dangerous spot. Not a good kick. Swooping on the football and dribbling it home. Here come the Kangaroos. A fantastic finish there for Clarence. Opportunistic, and it's Connor McGee. He gets Clarence's 7th goal, his 2nd. And just a costly turnover there from Nathan Blowfield. You can see what he was trying to do, but a really sharp pickup from McGee on the half volley. That's not an easy ball to gather in these conditions, and he did a fantastic job to get the ball and then finish the job.
Yeah, he's done great. McGee, 2 goals, 1, so definitely helping out there in that forward line, which has the 3-headed beast, it must be said, with Garland, Holmes and Alomes. So he's fit in really well. We go back in the middle. Nice tap down there from Holmes. Jenkins on that outer wing, burst through, smothered there was from Harper, and now the Kangaroos can go again from B. Lovell. Taken in a really strong tackle there.
Dilger will be rewarded. I'll let that go for quite a while, just seeing if the Clarence player could get it out. Now Callum Thompson, ball in hand. Drives the ball. Whitford takes a strong mark out in front. Likes the run that's being offered from Simpson. Simpson now goes inside 50. Mark not taken. The ball's alive here. Hurried kick towards the line. Bouncing ball for Glenorchy. It's through. Jade Clark hits the scoreboard. They desperately needed that one, Glenorchy. And every one of Jade Clark's teammates come and acknowledge that effort. A fantastic finish. It was a bit of a heart stopper to the line, but it rolls through. Glenorchy get their 2nd. They desperately needed it. as we go into the latter stages of this opening half. Margin just trimmed back a little bit. 2-4-16, play 7-3-45, and I just love the run and carry of Brady Simpson with ball in hand. It was a good kick to a pack. No one able to get a hand to it. And opportunistically, Clark makes the most of it at the back of the pack.
Yeah, he accumulates a lot of the ball, Brady Simpson, obviously with those kicking. Obviously a really trusted member of that team to drive the ball forward. So we'll go back in. It'll be Holmes and Meredith. Holmes, Norton, gave it to the skipper and Harper. Dribbling kick, Brown was good. On his tail, there was Keegan Ryan, and the ball's not going to go anywhere just yet. We'll have a ball up just on the eve of the Clarence 50. Tom Brown didn't want to give that back to the umpire there. Needed to go back onto his opponent. So, Holmes, Arnold, ducks and weaves. He'll be taking it in two-man assault. Clarence. So, not really moving too far. Holmes again off hands of Arnold. In there was Holmes. It'll be a free kick going the way of Josh Arnold against Baxter Norton. So, he's got a lead on from Dilgar. Decides not to go there. Goes a little bit longer downfield. Had Duffy. It looks like they've just rotated in the ruck there. Duffy and Meredith provide a little bit of a longer option down the line, I reckon, and he'll do the ruck work now, Cam Duffy, against Noah Holmes.
Thought I recognised the name there of Jade Clark, and he was part of the Tassie under-16 team that recently competed at the National Championships. So, really young player, making his mark at TSL level as they go inside 50 again here at Glenorchy. Good stuff, desperate stuff there from Matthew Dilger. Meredith in support. Clarence trying to think their way through. Dilger just attacking everything like a little terrier down there. Protney eventually takes it over and out.
One of the strongest players I reckon you'll meet, Dilger. Just puts his head over everything and often comes off a little bit worse for wound. So, another throw in. Holmes bursting through there was Thompson. He got it. He was hot on the tail there from Clarence, and we'll see another ball up. So a few stoppages in this second quarter. We'll go again. Manson very undersized there. And pass out. There was to Preshaw, and now they can go Clarence down the line. Alomes, nice mark on Roach. He was appealing for in the back. I'll go through the middle of the ground. Hand pass was on. Driving kick inside 50 there was from Ryan. Out the back there was Norton. He'll play on. And some swift ball work there from Clarence. Get Baxter Norton second of the evening, so he's equaled his tally of last week. And a really nice passage of play there for the Roos.
Certainly was. Really good ball movement. Keegan Ryan involved a couple of times, and Baxter Norton, who had a bit of a decision to make there, whether to play on or to take his ground. Opted to do the former and made no mistake. He gets his second, as you said, Bo, and just that immediate response that Clarence have had a knack of doing across the course of this evening. Norton joins McGee with 2 goals each. Just quickly, while you were doing some of your best work there, Bo, I was just having a quick look at the career of Jade Clark this season. I might talk about that at the next stoppage. It's been a pretty remarkable year for the young man as Noah Holmes pumps the ball inside 50. Garland taps it back. McGee paddles it out in front of himself. Blofield dodges a couple, does really well, Nathan Blofield. Hurried kick out, only as far as Anderson. Anderson lowers his eyes, goes inside 50. Green gathers the football, steadies, goals! Clarence get another. And importantly for Clarence this evening, Bo, they're actually making the most of their opportunities. It's been something they've struggled with across the course of the year. They're making the most of their chances now. Green gets another. And a couple of goals in a hurry there for Glenorchy. Really opens up a strong buffer. Margin balloons out to 41 points.
There was just no aggression there from Glenorchy. Really no one on Sam Green's tail. Really pushing him forward and letting Sam Green know that they're there.
So get things underway. As you just mentioned before, Jade Clark started the year playing in the under 16.5s for Glenorchy, then played under 18s for Glenorchy. Made his senior debut round 11 against North Hobart, then played 3 games in the National Development Championships for the under 16s. Now he's kicked his first goal at TSL senior level. He has played a lot of football this year as young Jade Clark, and fantastic to see him making his impact at senior level too. As we seek towards the final stages of this opening half here at KG5. Ball in the middle of the ground. Manson gathers the football, just kicks for distance. Pack's going to form. Ollie Preshaw takes a good mark. Always been a good marker of the ball, Ollie Preshaw. Defends the ball out wide. Ball not taken, and applying the tackle there was Gillett. Sees his opponent over the line. Ball to be thrown in. Directly in front of the interchange gates. Holmes may have infringed there on Duffy, so Cam Duffy will take the footy. Turning here, I'm sure he'd get a lot out of playing in Josh Arnold's milestone game. He gets it off to Whitford. Josh Whitford just sets it up inside 50, and Preshaw takes the mark once again. Preshaw switches the football, dangerous kick. Might still work out okay here for Clarence. That's a really good tackle there from Liam Roach. Good aggression being shown. The umpire will have the ball back. So dying stages of the quarter. Had plenty of goals in this second term. It's the time here for a Glenorchy major. Roach wins the tap down. Umpire spotted something. Free kick going the way of Clarence. Advantage taken. Anderton has it just outside defensive 50. Long ball down the line. Just showing his reach there, Connor McGee. Thought that ball was over his head, but he did really well. Gets it off to Preshaw. Preshaw to Green. Green to Norton. Weaves his way through a bit of traffic. Backs to Norton. Kicks towards the pocket. Gillett takes the football. Handballs it. Back inside. Handball goes back. Clarence just ruffling the ball around at the moment. Preshaw shows great strength. Shrugs off Duffy. Kicks to a dangerous spot. Harper's there, unable to take it. Dilger wrapped up in the Harper tackle. Got rid of the football legally. Jared Harper over the top. Keegan Wiley met by Manson. Still gets his kick away. They're just surging the ball forward here of the Roos. Glenorchy defending with everything they've got. Waite gets it out, and a check side kick out in the direction of Jenkins. Umpire has a call to make and has called for a throw-in. Heart and mouth stuff there for the Glenorchy defenders. Bo Downham.
They've done really well there to keep their nerve there, the young Glenorchy defence. Blowfield's been enormous down there already. So it's still not over yet. Hunter Wright in the ruck. He's really got to watch Garland. Try and grab it out the ruck. That's what he does. Garland picks it up. Snap. On its way. Missing. So exactly what I just spoke about, Garland did. You really got to watch that if you're young Hunter Wright in the ruck, who is more of a defender, really. So short to Dom Brown. We'll just kick that one to a target in Duffy. Green had him. And again, Sam Green. Norton. Kicking it forward there was a nice one to McGee. Not quite sure who that was, but it'll be out on the full. It'll go the way of Glenorchy. Josh Whitford. So, not much longer left, you would have thought. Whitford drives it long down the line. Duffy couldn't get there. Holmes to Green. The two big men linking up there. Gets the hand pass away eventually. Duffy just overran it. Holmes. Muir had him in a tackle. Anderton to Norton. And again, just finding their way out of things. Harper just on the siren. So, a very nice quarter from Clarence there. Anthony, they kicked. Well, they piled him on, really. It was a nice display of footy there.
Yeah, the first term was pretty barren for goals, wasn't it? We only had the one, and it was after the 22-minute mark. And second term, we've seen 2 goals going the way of Glenorchy and 9 goals going the way of Clarence. So 8 goals going the way of Clarence, I should say. So 10 goals across the course of that second quarter has really opened this game right up. And Clarence, they lead it at the main break. Got a strong advantage to the Roos. We'll quickly go through the goal kickers and take a break for the main break. Glenorchy singles to Maddie Joseph, the captain, and also the youngster Jade Clark, while for the Clarence Footy Club, a nice even spread for them. 2 goals to Sam Green, 2 goals to Connor McGee, 2 goals to Baxter Norton, singles to Ryan Borsboom and Colin Garland. So there you have it, 58 plays 16 at the main break. Here under Friday Night Lights KG5. We'll take a break here from commentary. Make yourself a cup up. Second half coming up next.
See you in the refreshments.
Colin, Jen, we're all good.
Welcome back to KG5, Friday night footy between two great clubs of Tasmanian football, the Clarence Roos visiting the Glenorchy Magpies here at KG5, northern suburbs of Hobart. And at the main break, it's the Clarence Footy Club leading this one. They lead 58 I should say, to 2-4-16. Floodgates really opened in that second term, didn't they, Bo? The first quarter was quite the low-scoring arm wrestle, but there were goals aplenty across the second term.
Yeah, it certainly was, and it'll be interesting to see how Glenorchy respond, because obviously they started off that quarter really quickly and bounded out of the middle. And Clarence equally responded, so it's going to be really interesting to see how this one plays out, if Glenorchy can cut back the lead. So Duffy slaps it down. Dilger just missing his boot. Duffy collects what Dilger couldn't. Green picks it up through the middle again. Off the hands there of Howlett. And there's a whistle being blown for holding the ball. Sorry, holding the man. Driving inside 50. Dropping that was McGee. On pursuit of him was Don Brown, who had a pretty good evening thus far, Don Brown. He's obviously had a few tough opponents the weeks prior to this. We'll have another ball up.
All thrown up. Holmes takes it out of the ruck himself. Has a flying shot on goal. It needs to bounce on a mercurial angle. Preshaw kept it in play cleverly, but only as far as Harrison Giller to exit D50 for the Magpies. Luke Nicholson, feel of Holmes breathing down his neck and just slaps it over the top into the terraces. So Roos with the first inside 50 of the quarter. This first couple of minutes is going to be crucial here for Glenorchy. A lot's going to have to go right for them from here to get back into the game, but they just can't afford to give up too many scoring opportunities early in the second half as the ball's thrown back into play. Duffy taps it down. Extracting it. Here go Glenorchy. Nicholson. High, long kick from the stoppage. Mark dropped there from Alomes. Manson just lost control of the football a little bit. Now turns tackler. Alomes got it out to Paprotny. You can just see the ball's getting a little bit dewier, a little bit more slippery as the umpire calls holding the footy. Free kick going the way of the Pies. Nathan Blofield will be the man with ball in hand. Vital figure out of KG5 is Blofield.
Vice captain.
Become a really good player the last couple of years. Bit of a breakout year back in the COVID 2020 season. Pumps the ball just inside 50, or not even making 50 in the end, and very content to see it over the line there was Harry Fisher. So we'll have a throw in just to the left of the scoreboard. The hill here at KG5. As mentioned earlier, TSL action continuing on the AFL Tas TSL live streams tomorrow. Skybus Oval and the Twin Ovals playing host as that ball is tapped on. Arnold met heavily by Norton. Teammates a fortnight ago, foes this evening.
Yeah, it was really interesting to see. That's my first state game I've been to, and great to see how all the lads just really collectively bought in, and obviously there wouldn't have been too many Glenorchy players. It's Duffy getting that one. There was Manson. Gets the kick away. It was smothered. Joseph was on pursuit. Clark's lurking. Pushed in the back. Will be the call to Blofield. As I was saying, obviously not teammates, a lot of these guys, but great to see the collective buy-in as Blofield will, for a pretty long run up, he'll kick from about 35 out, I reckon, on a very slight angle at the least. So, you get the first blow in this third quarter, Nathan Blofield. The wander in. Very lethargic walk through. Blofield kicks on its way, and they like it, the Pies. Blofield kicks his first of the evening, and Glenorchy draw first blood here in this third quarter. The vice captain there, Nathan Blofield.
Yeah, good finish there from Blofield. Good pressure there from the Magpies, and yeah, really tidy finish. And they start the second quarter, start the third quarter, I should say, like they started the second, a goal very quickly. Now the challenge is to not concede at the other end of the ground. It's a nice finish from Nathan Blowfield, just singing his praises moments ago. Perfect start to the term for the Glenorchy Footy Club. Come back to the middle of KG5. Green up against Duffy. Duffy wins it down. Thompson gathers the football.
Duffy's been really good in the ruck today. He's just brought another element to this Glenorchy game where they've really failed in the recent weeks.
Thompson pumps the ball inside 50. Good kick from Callum Thompson, and presenting well and taking the mark out in front. I think that might be young Jade Clark. It is. So an opportunity here for Glenorchy. Isaac Manson, I should say. So Isaac Manson with ball in hand. An opportunity here for Glenorchy to go bang, bang. Manson just presented that ball barrel-chested. Took the mark. It was a good kick from Thompson.
Bring back to 30 as well. Big kick.
Isaac Manson with that opportunity in front of him. Kick is on the way. Umpire has to do a fair bit of work, and opportunity goes begging through for a minor score. But some positive signs here to start the third from Glenorchy.
Nice crowd catch as well. I'm not sure if you picked that up, but in the crowd, a nice little mark.
Always love that as Howard kicks the ball down the line. Looking for Garland, who takes the mark. That's Don Brown for company at the moment. Garland wheels and goes. Kicks it towards half forward. Mark not taken. Really clever tap on there. Opens up an opportunity for Ryan. Tied up against the pocket. Ryan composes himself and kicks the belly of the ball. He did everything right except for the execution of the kick. Keegan Ryan out of bounds on the full. So Glenorchy a bit of a reprieve. They'll bring the ball back in via Simpson, who flirts with danger. Callum Thompson up to the task. Thompson with those blue boots thumps the ball towards the wing. Preshaw marked really well tonight as Ollie Preshaw. Asked to play on by the umpire. Now just jams the ball inside 50. Wait. It's at least his fourth, I reckon, intercept mark down back. Wait. Goes via hands to Gillett, who now get the ball back. Wait's kick. Suddenly finds Glenorchy at half forward. Manson just pushed off the ball slightly. Handball there from Wiley's a loopy one. Brings in Bailey Jenkins, who's now scrapping away at ground level. Clarence players claiming that he dragged it in. The umpire says he did so legally and no prior opportunity. So a ball up just outside attacking 50 for Glenorchy. A good couple of minutes here for the Pies. Going to make sure they can capitalise. Duffy v Green. Green wins it down. High contact from the umpire on the other side of the contest. So with a better view, Josh Arnold will take the free kick, the milestone man. And Duffy hands it over. This would, absolutely, this would blow the lid off KG5 and it would land somewhere near Northgate, I reckon, Bo. This is a big moment. Josh Arnold thought about dishing the handball. Here he goes. It's going to take his absolute best work, Josh Arnold. Be kicking from just outside 50. Josh Arnold, right on the paint. Gives it everything he's got, right to the line. Just that little bit of extra distance caused it to go to the left. So Glenorchy doing all the scoring at the moment. 3-6-24, plays 9-4-58. 9 scoring shots to 13.
So trapped in the pocket here for Clarence. They'll eventually get the kick out. Pushed off there was Keegan Ryan. We get the free kick. It was Meredith there pushing him off. It'll be a 50-metre penalty there. I'm not actually quite sure that is. I don't think we got him.
Manson, I think, a little late to the contest.
In the team shape, it'll drive it forward. He'll find Borsbom. He's got a Loams all by himself, but decides to go with the lead of Baxter Norton. So really easily transitioned from D50 to back to forward 50 there, I should say, from Clarence. Peter Ryan will be really happy with that. Of course, when these two teams versed last time, it was a really big slog. Clarence being inaccurate, but they haven't shown any of that this afternoon. Only the 4 behind. So Norton kicks on its way. Baxter Norton. Just go to the left side, and we'll see Brady Simpson to bring it back in, who, of course, we already spoke about it, but 38 touches last week, 2 score involvements. We go to Matty Joseph. Back to Simpson. Back to Joseph. Now they can try and work something. Joseph, offhand to Duffy, just slaps it down to Whitford. Now Waite, just didn't sit for him there, Blake Waite. Gets the hand pass away to Gillett. He'll go to Joseph. Spins his way into trouble. Just a thumping kick down the line. Manson punched it. Muir finally has his opportunity. He hasn't had much today. Again, bursting through there was Sam Green. To be rewarded holding the ball. Nathan Blofield, who look to go quickly. Blofield drives it inside. Over the top of Jenkins. Bursting out there was Meredith. Trapping that one in there was Harper. So a ball up just in the pocket of Glenorchy.
It's a real barometer, Nathan Blofield, isn't he? When he's up and about, the Magpies seem to be as well. Anderton, Harper, met by a couple. Good defensive pressure there from Jenkins. Opens the door. Whitford unable to trap the football. Now Harper will bring them out. He just changed his mind at the last moment. Deft touch. Clarence down the line looking for Holmes. Waite comes through the other way, taken high. Waite will now move this ball on quickly. Simpson gets it off. Chance here for Glenorchy. Cooper Meredith kicks into the pocket and decisively punched away from Preshaw. So the ball inside 50 here for the Glenorchy Footy Club. The only goal of the quarter so far. Can they further close this gap? All thrown in. Green and Duffy. Down to Jack Preshaw. Handball off, but only as far as Waite, who can't quite get his kick away. Umpire said he did somehow get rid of it legally. Arnold disposed of his direct opponent. Anderton, kick around the body, tied up against the line. Meredith, bit of a challenge, the umpire says. High contact free kick going the way of Glenorchy. So things just going the way of the Pies at the moment. Cooper Meredith gets it off. Bailey Jenkins. Jenkins with a chiseler. Whitford unable to trap it on the first go. Gets the handball off. Preshaw was tackler. Now turns disposal footballer as Waite takes the mark at half back. Just pinballing between the two arcs at the moment. Meredith goes across to Dilger. Richie Dilger fans the ball out in the direction of Dom Brown, who has a play to beat. He may have just lost his footing there, Dom Brown, and did so by an illegal action from the Clarence player. So free kick going the way of Dom Brown. Opposite side of the ground to us. Big moments in this game here. Margin still well and truly in favour of Clarence, but Glenorchy just trying to get some momentum and close this gap. Brown. Just going to pump the ball inside 50 to Dom. In the direction of his intended target, and Blofield just stuck the jukes up there, Bo, and the mark stuck.
Yeah, certainly did. Very nice mark overhead is Blofield. He doesn't shy away from taking a courageous mark, but touch on here, he's got a really interesting ball drop. He kind of holds the ball down. A bit hard to explain, but you'll see it here.
So Nathan Blofield with an opportunity to land another punch here on Clarence to cut the margin back that little bit more. Blofield with a kick on the way, a scrubby looking kick, and just didn't get the contact he would have wanted whatsoever. I guess if there's any silver lining, it is that the ball didn't go out of bounds on the full. So an opportunity here for Glenorchy. Probably the least likely of any of the options, but here we go. Ball thrown in. Chance here for the Magpies once again. High kick around the corner there from Jordan West. Milestone game, but Keegan Wiley mops it up last line of defence. He exits. Finds a Loams. Loams with plenty of time. Eventually pulls the trigger, looking for Anderton, who takes a really strong mark. Anderton looks to cut back into the middle, just zigging and zagging here to Clarence. Wiley just misses the target. The pressure here from Glenorchy. Joseph got a handful of jumper. Beerley handballs it off to Anderton. Anderton, did he get rid of the football? The umpire says he didn't. Luke Nicholson earns the free kick. And Glenorchy getting some opportunities here, and a lot of it is just through sheer hard work. Nicholson looked to right the wrong of Blowfield from moments ago. If he kicks this, just keeps the door ajar for Glenorchy. A lot's going to have to go right, but I feel like the dominance they've had in recent moments, they deserve to have that reflected on the scoreboard as Nicholson crosses 50. Kicks on the way. Pretty good contact. It's all about the accuracy. Misses to the right-hand side, hitting the post. So, minor score for the Magpies. 3-7, plays 9-5. Can't say they haven't had their opportunities this quarter, the Glenorchy Footy Club. And they might have another one here. Turnover from the kick-in. Chance here for Glenorchy. Just outside 50. Think their way through. Long ball. Right to the line. Sam Green took the mark, or it was going to be out on the full. Take your pick. So, they're just peppering the goal face at the moment, Glenorchy, but not able to get the maximum reward. Green eventually gets his kick away. Finds Anderton. Anderton bangs it on the boot, and they're breaking down again. Blake Waite takes the mark.
Really scrappy stuff from both teams, really.
Waite fans the ball out wide. Chance here for Glenorchy once again. They reload inside 50. Tracking back was Green. The umpire won't pay the mark. A thumping tackle laid there by Josh Meredith. And it's going to be a free kick going the way of Glenorchy. I'm not sure if it potentially was some words being spoken. I'm not too sure, but it's an opportunity here. High contact perhaps as well. So, a chance here for Glenorchy. Can they finally make the most of one of these opportunities? Tight up against the pocket.
Got to kick this.
Kick on the way, stabbing at it, and making no mistake, Glenorchy get their reward, and it's the skipper, Joseph. They get their fourth. The margin cut back to 28. Looks far more manageable. A lot of work to do. But they deserve that goal. They've dominated play for the last 5 or 6 minutes, just hadn't got the reward on the scoreboard. Matty Joseph finally gets his second, and yeah, Glenorchy finally get that reward for all their hard work.
2 goals to Matty Joseph. So, I think he's playing a lot of minutes forward, especially in recent weeks. They'll have Duffy again taking on the big fella in Sam Green. Bounce favouring Green. Duffy made it a half contest. Bursting through there was Anderton. Just can't pick it up. Whitford. Anderton again. Finding Harper. He'll twist and turn. Dilger couldn't stick the tackle. And now Harper puts it into a really tough position there for a teammate in Whitelaw. Ends up finding a way out of it. And he'll end up with McGee. Beg my pardon. It was Keegan Ryan there. Drilling it inside forward 50. Getting down there. Again was Glenorchy. Shaw. Should say Gillett Shaw. Into the middle. To Dilger. He's looking for a hand pass. Decides to go wider than that. Waite. Gets the ball. Anderton is on his tail. To Clark. Drills it in the direction of Thompson. Again off hands. Harper. Taking in a nice tackle. And will be holding the ball. So Callum Thompson can try and conjure something up here for the Magpies. Scanning the field for options. Left foot kick. Finds a lead. And Josh Arnold can go for back-to-back goals here for Glenorchy. Really instill the belief and bring it to 22 points, the margin. this would bring the house down. 250 club games tonight as he's cramping a little bit there, Josh Arnold. So, to bring it back within 22, just under 4 goals. Take up nearly his whole 30. To send it home, Josh Arnold. Kicks on its way. Who's he got? Blowfield was there, just not being able to mark it. I think it'll be a high free kick going the way of Ollie Preshaw, and now Clarence Roos can rebound.
Yeah, good stuff there from Preshaw. Just breaking down with that first or second kick going out of defensive 50. We'll see how they go here. High pack forms. Norton unable to trap it. Going through there, Meredith. Potentially held without it. You can hear the cries of the Glenorchy faithful. Tied up against the boundary line. Norton and Manson will take the ball over the line. So almost 20 minutes gone. Clarence yet to kick a goal across this third quarter. It's been all Glenorchy. And while they've got a little bit of momentum, Coach Josh Arnold would be hoping for maximum scoreboard impact. Ball's thrown back into play. Duffy and Green, no one able to get there. Arnold first to the football. Preshaw there too. Gets it off to Green. Good handball, good vision. Finds a Loams who missed his intended target there in Whitelaw. Dilger potentially pushed, and he was. So Richie Dilger has ball in hand. Thinking his way through, called to play on, took that first step, and Green, a bit like Cam Green in the gully, just dives forward and takes a good catch.
Very nice mark.
So Sam Green kicks out wide. Mark taken. You can see Clarence just wanting to take a bit of tempo out of this game. Just slow things down a little bit. Now pull the trigger. Kick down the line, tied up against the boundary. Works out well. Attacking side of the wing now go the Roos. Kick in the direction of Preshaw. He drops what he'd take 99 times out of 100. Tied up against the line. Tackle came in from Blowfield. Umpire will take it out of bounds.
$28 points the margin here. It definitely seems like if Glenorchy can get 1 or 2 more before the break, they're definitely in the game. Green slaps. Just trickle over for another boundary throw-in. So
certainly will, and you think they would have learnt a fair bit from that game against Lonnie a couple of weeks ago as well, Bo, where they were so close against last year's Premier. They just be learning these little things as they go along, and for Clarence, this is a crucial game in terms of competing for a top 4 spot. It's pretty tight up there. Preshaw, handball over the top to Green. Green gets it off to his younger teammate in Borsburn. Borsburn here into the middle. Howlett. Beautiful kick. Finds Noah Holmes. Kieran Howlett, such a fantastic addition to this Clarence team. He spent a bit of time at Claremont, the SFL, across the start of the year, and he's come back to the TSL in a big way. It was a beautiful kick there, finding Noah Holmes lace out.
it certainly was.
The player they have missed this year has been Noah's brother James. They've really missed that experience and ability to play multiple roles, but it's fantastic to see Noah back in the red and the white. In some good goal-kicking form lately. Begins his approach, Noah Holmes.
Hey.
Ball came back a fair way, but it was always looking to the right, so through for a minor score.
Great to see. We'll just give a shout-out to Aaron, who's down there, another Glenorchy faithful. Good to see him down there as we'll go outside 50 here for Clarence. Blowfield makes it a 50-50 now. He can run onto it, keeps it nearly in, but off the shin of Nathan Blowfield there. So it'll be another boundary throw in. So you're in red time at the moment. 31 plays 60.
And Clarence still yet to kick a goal across this third term. Glenorchy with 2 goals to their name, but they've dominated general territory and shots on goal. Thompson, who's been integral across this quarter. Kick in the direction of Duffy. Might have been dealt with after the fact. He was. No, he did it the other way. So free kick going the way of Clarence. Ball in the hands of Number 28, wanted a jumper change. Thompson now takes the football. Kicks into the middle of KG5. Dilger takes the mark. He'll now go inside 50 with his left boot. Bit of a scrubby kick. Blowfield, he's causing havoc inside 50. Nathan Blowfield misses. Does he? Yes, he does. That is a big moment. Good defensive pressure, but an opportunity goes begging once again. 4-8 Glenorchy plays Clarence 9-6.
They really should have got that Glenorchy then. It was a perfect opportunity to strike. As we'll see, a few chip kicks in a row. So 24 and a half gone here at KG5. We'll retreat back. Looks like it's Harper. To Blake Harper. And Alarms just not being able to get to it. Picking up there was Clark. His kick was smothered, I reckon, or either hit the belly of the ball. On patrol there is Lovell. Gets the quick hand pass away, and now Clarence are out of trouble. Borsboom just dropping what he probably should have taken. Have another boundary throw in.
Setting up so well, aren't they, Glenorchy? That kick out of defensive 50 for Clarence is rarely coming off. Duffy taps it down. Umpire spotted something. Free kick going the way of the Glenorchy Footy Club. Going the way of Big Duff. Spots a runner. Decides he's going to go against that and just kick the ball himself. High, lofted ball. Jenkins was in front, unable to take it. Going through the other way there was Dilger. Jenkins scrapping away once again. Umpire says holding the footy. Free kick going the way of Glenorchy, I think. It was dragged ball in, and it will be going the way of Bailey Jenkins. So Clarence player dragged the footy in, and now Bailey Jenkins has a big kick on the way. 4-8 Glenorchy. That's 2 goals, 4 for the quarter. They've essentially doubled what they did in the opening half in this third term. Now a chance to narrow the margin late in the third term. Bailey Jenkins kicks on the way, missing and just punched through for a minor score. So that would have been a huge moment, but it does go begging. 4-9-33 the Glenorchy Magpies. Clarence 9-6-60. So a quarter that was absolutely owned by the home side. 2 goals, 5 across that third term to just 2 behinds. They dominated it. Probably should be a little bit closer on the scoreboard, but they do find themselves in with a sniff heading into the final term. Quickly run through the goal kickers. We've got 2 goals to Matty Joseph, singles to Jade Clark and a Nathan Blowfield for Glenorchy, while for Clarence remains as 2 goals to Connor McGee, 2 goals to Sam Green, 2 goals to Baxter Norton, singles to Borsboom, Garland and Alomes. So the Roos are still in front. The Magpies are in the hunt. We'll have a break here for 3-quarter time. Final quarter action coming up next. Welcome back to KG5. Final quarter about to get underway. The margin there says 27 points. This game is still well and truly up for grabs. The Clarence Footy Club hold the advantage, but Glenorchy dominated general play across the third term. They just didn't take full advantage on the scoreboard. They find themselves in arrears, but with a bit of pep in their step as we get things set for this final term. As you said early in the third quarter, Bo, these first couple of minutes are going to be absolutely crucial.
Yeah, they certainly are, so let's hope they can get it underway here. Cam Duffy in for, I think it's his first game of the year, as Green slaps it down. Duffy puts his head over it. In there is Thompson. Arnold around there as well, as Norton is on his tail. It'll be a push in the back going the way of Glenorchy early. So, what can they conjure up here? Arnold kicks it to a lead. Nice mark taken there from Matt Joseph. We just talked about him off there. Kicks it inside 50. Who have they got? Dilger slaps it on. Harper will just run it over. They're going to appeal. And they're going to pay it. Deliberate rush behind. So, Nathan Blofield. They kick this. The belief is well and truly going to build. So, Nathan Blofield will go back. Didn't take too much time. Patrols in. And the crowd love it. So, Glenorchy, first of the last quarter, by way of a deliberate rush behind call there from the umpire, and it was probably there, I reckon, Oz, but in their favour, and Blofield's got his second for the night.
Yeah, it's always a risky one. Players are always a little bit nervous when they're close to goal, and often they actually don't concede when they probably could. On that occasion, Harper conceded, and he probably had other options, and the umpire made that call. So Blofield gets his second, and, well, they've started the second quarter, the third quarter, and the fourth quarter with goals in the first couple of minutes. And Glenorchy, as we said, the pep was in the step at three-quarter time. It's well and truly up and about now. Margin cut back. Clever kick out of thin air there. Lands towards Thompson. Thompson assessing his options. Chisels a kick towards half forward. It's a beauty. Finds Isaac Manson, who's going to quickly wheel and go. Manson lowers his eyes. Spots a teammate there in Dilger. They're playing with some confidence at the moment. Dilger in the direction of Blofield. Nathan Blofield is taking this game by the scruff of the neck. He'll look to kick his second goal in a minute. His third of the night. And breathe some real life into this Glenorchy campaign. You can hear the crowd on the broadcast side of the ground. He's got to do the damage though, Nathan Blofield. He's got to kick the goal. Directly in front. Taking his time. Nathan Blofield lands the blow. Glenorchy get another. KG5 has come alive under Friday Night Lights.
Talking off air, Anthony, we were just saying how good the triplet of Thompson, I think it was Blofield as well, and of course Matty Joseph have been this afternoon, or I keep saying this afternoon, but we're under lights here at KG5. How good they've been this evening. They've shifted Jade Clark onto the wing. He's a cheeky little goal sneak as well, so he gets his run and carry going. But how will Clarence respond here? They've been put on the back foot early, and it's back to 15 points. So this is going to be an absolute massive game here.
15 points and 15 scoring shots apiece as well, which tells a bit of a story. Clarence haven't kicked a goal since the second term. Players scrapping around everywhere. Free kick going the way of the Glenorchy Magpies. Dilger, ball in hand, moves it on quickly. Kicks it high inside 50. Mark not taken there by Wiley. Trying to gather it at ground level. Joseph outside of the boot. Hot ball towards the goal line. Jade Clark! Here come the Magpies! Clark, you said he was opportunistic, Bo. That is the definition of opportunistic. Glenorchy, they're down by 9 points. And this game is well and truly up for grabs.
Speechless. This is going to be an absolutely cracking game. One more goal here to Glenorchy. They bring it to 3 points. So if they get another goal in a really short turnaround and Clarence don't score, well, I'm sure this is going to be an absolute cracker. Josh Arnold would have given them an almighty rev up, as he did against Launceston. That was a great rev up there. I'm sure have a very big part to play. So, Duffy slaps it down. He's been so important. Thompson taken. Might have been without it. Crashing through there was Harper. Hand pass out. Now, Clarence can go. Harper, absolutely thumping kick in the direction of a teammate there. It was a Loams. Can't pick it up. Wait, the vice-captain. Him and Nathan Blowfield, vice-captains, been brilliant. Holding free kick to Glenorchy into the middle of the ground. Big man Cam Duffy. He'll run around. Sells a bit of candy and the crowd love it. Kicks inside 50. Mark just dropped. Nicholson puts it out. He'll go back and get it, Luke Nicholson. Handing it over to Cam Duffy. Drills it inside 50. Who they got? The Magpies. It was a nice fly there from Norton. Nicholson met heavily in a tackle. And we'll see a ball up inside Glenorchy's forward 50. Blowfield's been courageous there. Sorry, it might have been Whitford taking in a tackle there. Blowfield just getting up sore. So, Duffy slapping it. Joseph can't get on the boot. Hand passes it out. Green taking in a strong tackle. It'll be rewarded. Free kick to Callum Thompson. And to bring it back to 3. Thompson squares it up. Finds Dilger. Well, they're definitely doing it for Josh. Richard Dilger has played so much footy with Josh Arnold. So Dilger caress his way into the paint of 50. Matt Dilger on its way. Very low ball will just go to the left of screen. So 7-10 to 9-6.
Everyone just taking a breath here at KG5. We're only 6.5 into the last. This is going to be a fascinating watch. The Glenorchy players, the Glenorchy fans, they believe. Glenorchy player runs through the mark. A rookie error there from Meredith. Lets Clarence find themselves out of defensive 50. The Roos, they're in need of a goal. Norton just barrels the ball inside 50, trying to create something. Flying high, Preshaw can't take the mark. Anderton shrugs a tackle, handballs it back. They funnel it back to Ryan. Around the corner, Keegan Ryan! Clarence get the response. The son of a Glenorchy champion, Keegan Ryan. He kicks the goal they desperately needed, and you can see Mitch Anderton hobbling badly. That's a bit of a worry there for young Mitch Anderton. We hope he's okay. But come the moment, Keegan Ryan's up to it. A terrific finish there from the young star. And that just gives them a little bit of breathing room. 7-10. Plays 10-6. They needed it desperately. Not out of the woods just yet, but that just gives them a little bit of room to move, Clarence. Good finish around the corner. As we see Mitch Anderton come from the field. Said, I hope he's okay. So we go back to the middle of the ground. 14 points, the difference. Duffy halves that one. Whitford with the handball to Dilger. Umpire spotted a free kick. Advantage taken. Dilger inside 50. Looks like he might have been infringed with. He was. They take the advantage. Flying shot on goal here for Glenorchy. It's through! The Magpies get the immediate response, and it's Whitford gets Glenorchy's 8th. 8-10-58. Plays Clarence 10-6-66. This Glenorchy team will not go away. Crucial goal there from Whitford.
Well, you add in a lot of young stars, but Whitford, Muir, Cam Duffy played a lot of footy together. Of course, 2016 Premiership players, at least 2 of them I can recollect. And, well, it's back to 8 points here at KG5. Just want to touch on the big fella. Number 1, Cam Duffy. How big has he been for Glenorchy today? He's been, well, I'm not going to say Messiah, but May as well, because he's brought a new dynamic to this football team. So, just half the contest there. Thompson was taken in a really strong tackle. Norton, he's in there trying to dig it out. Thompson might have been held without the ball, but the umpire was blindsided to that. So it'll be Duffy and Holmes. Holmes tapping out in front of Norton. On pursuit there was Thompson. He'll end up getting the kick away. It is Baxter Norton. Ball just doesn't sit for either player. Again, there was Lovell. Holmes tumbles a long one. Holmes is there as well. Wait, taps it to the advantage. Green slaps it round. Snap was on from Preshaw. And Clarence get the immediate response. Back to 14 points.
Goal for goal at the moment. A fantastic finish from Ollie Preshaw. He's a hell of a talent. He's gone forward, and as you said, a really nice finish. This game has it all at the moment. They just keep going back and forth, these two teams, in this last quarter. Really good finish there from Preshaw. They've been able to respond already. Can Glenorchy do it again? That's what the storyline is here. 10.5 into the last. This game still well and truly up for grabs. As we go back to the middle, plenty of time to play. Holmes v Duffy. Duffy wins it down beautifully to Whitford. Whitford kicks it inside 50. Lovely kick, bounces off the chest of Arnold. Clarence go through hands. Whitford now turns tackler. Whitford's playing like a man possessed. His kick smothered. Bounces over and out. We'll have a throw in just to the right of us here, broadcast side of KG5. You can just feel the electricity in the air. Friday night footy at KG5. These two clubs, such a rich history.
Ace down there marshalling the troops. What a man.
Ball thrown in. Holmes wins it down. Thompson extracts the football. Handball's over his head. Clever little tap on there from Joseph. He gets it off to Dilger. Dilger shrugs one. His kick smothered. Back of the pack. Thompson turns tackler. Big tackle. The umpire will take the ball. Umpire Butler.
You got to get Cam Duffy around nearly every stoppage here. He's got to do a lot of running. He's going to give the best option for Glenorchy to get a clearance and ultimately a goal.
Duffy v Holmes. Duffy wins it down, looking for Matty Joseph. Good body work there from Bealey. Bealey can't quite escape the Duffy tackle. Gets his kick away. Bounces off the chest there of Gillett. Green finds Preshaw. Preshaw, high kick down the line, looking for his cousin in Ollie. Good stuff there from Ollie Preshaw. Athletic work, takes a bounce. Burt puts on the afterburners, Ollie Preshaw. Around the body, Ollie Preshaw goes bang! Clarence get another. Preshaw gets his second in this final term. And Clarence just seem to have the answers at the moment. A good finish there from Oliver Preshaw. And the Clarence Roos just kick away. A little bit of extra breathing room. 12 minutes and 40 seconds gone in this final term. There's still plenty of time, but Glenorchy going to have to get a wriggle on.
So it will be Noah Holmes, Cam Duffy. In there is Dilger, Whitford, Manson for the Pies, and again Clarence have a really strong midfield. Duffy taps it down. Holmes picks it up, hand passing it out to Preshaw of the Jack variety. He'll spin out. Hand pass was to Keegan Ryan. Baxter Norton now. Tumbling ball. Torps it forward. Nice mark taken there from Malone's on the lead. He'll kick it back to Baxter Norton. Drilling inside kick. Who have they got? Over the back! It was Keegan Ryan.
That is an outstanding mark, isn't it? He got the elevation, stuck the arms up, and the ball just stuck as he was coming to ground. That was a fantastic mark from Ryan. He's such an athletic prospect. And this is a big moment for him to really make it difficult for the Pies.
So, Keegan Ryan, son of the coach, Peter, can wander in here. Keegan Ryan, on its way. And he absolutely loves it off the boot. So, Glenorchy just conceding a few goals in a row here. It makes it really difficult for them to come back. But again, Keegan Ryan, he started this quarter off for the Roos, kicking their goal, their first goal, I should say. So 8-10, 58 plays, 13-6, 84 here. And, well, the goal-kicking worries have kind of snuck off here for the Roos.
Yeah, they've made the most of their opportunities today, and that's probably a large part of the difference in this game so far. 8-10 plays 13-6. Let's go back to the middle, and things becoming pretty difficult now for Glenorchy. Holmes v Duffy. Free kick, going to go the way of Glenorchy. Manson wants to take the advantage, but the ball will be brought back. Protney taking a nice little mark down back, but he'll have to bring it back into the middle of KG5. Arnold with ball in hand. Chiseling kick towards half four. Bit of a worm burner. Whitford gathers it nicely. Just gets his handball off, only as far as Preshaw. Whitford's tried his guts out across this last quarter. Kick goes out wide and finds Ryan Borsboom. Borsboom goes short, finds Paprotny. Oscar Paprotny. Lofts the ball down the line. Good mark taken by Connor McGee. Faded a little bit, but he was excellent across the first half. He likes his runner. And now kick the ball towards 50. Genuine one-on-one. The two players holding onto each other. The umpire has a call to make. It's going to be a holding free kick going the way of Glenorchy. Don Brown.
Been good today, Don Brown. He's kept, I think his opponent is Garland. He's kept him reasonably quiet.
Garland, sorry, I should say Brown to Blowfield. Meredith to Waite to Brown. Brown gets his kick away. High ball down the line. Holmes had the sit, had the size, takes the mark. What does Noah do? Kicks into the middle. Arnold came in late, kept that ball alive. Green, good defensive pressure. Gillett has ball in hand. Jams it on the left boot. Doesn't get the purchase he would have wanted. Mark taken by Jack Preshaw. Preshaw goes back into Norton. Norton just lobs the ball back to Bealey. Crucial minutes taken off the clock now. Bealey goes over to Wiley. Opts to go down the line. Mark taken, just coming off the bench, I reckon. Corey Lovell. Just in front of the Clarence interchange. Goes short. Finds Whitelaw.
Just taking seconds off the clock here, Clarence. I'll go back to that man, Corey Lovell. So he'll send it down. Just trickling out the back again there. There's Preshaw, he's been massive. Brady Simpson hand passing it to Whitford. Steps around Harper. Just misses Meredith. Blake Wade again. A few long sleeves out there combining. Cam Duffy just spills it. Meredith. Nice kick to Dilgard. Now, can the Pies somehow get something? Just doesn't end up there for Whitford. He'll end up tracking it back down again. He'll be rewarded holding the ball to Baxter Norton, who's been enormous today.
He certainly has. Good pressure there from Norton. Now look to drive this ball forward. That left boot. High kick inside 50. Mark not taken. Harper. It's Jared. Taken in the tackle by Arnold. High contact. Just a professional effort there from Jared Harper. So almost 19 minutes gone. If Harper can convert here, just put the cherry on top of a strong final quarter performance from Clarence. They've been challenged by this young Glenorchy outfit, but they've played with plenty of professionalism across the last probably 6 minutes or so. Clarence absorbed the punches. And now Jared Harper the captain. Kicks on the way. Misses to the left. 13-7. Plays 8 goals, 10.
So, Brady Simpson. Nice kick. Manson. Smother there from Harper. Simpson goes and collects it. Dribbling kick. Just kept inside, but eventually Harper will run it out for a throw in. So, just approaching red time here. It seems really difficult for Glenorchy to come back here, but you never know. Duffy. Volleyball slaps it out. Hand passing it out. Harper. Long kick on goal. Blake Harper. Missing. So it'll be Batman Brady Simpson again. Kick didn't quite work out for him last time. It will this time to Isaac Manson. So send it long. And a really ugly kick there was from Isaac Manson. It will just land outside the field of play for out of bounds on the full free kick.
So Keegan Ryan to bring the ball back into play. He's been enormous in this last quarter. He and Ollie Preshaw really stepping up inside 50 when the moments have mattered. Ryan launches it in the direction of a couple of teammates and soaring high over the top. Sammy Green, I think it was. That's a fantastic mark from Sammy Green. Just looks to be a little sore after that one. Cramming up a little bit perhaps as well. That's a fantastic mark from Sam Green. He's worked tirelessly this evening, as he always does. Opportunity here. Sam Green. Perfect view of it here on the TSL live stream. Sam Green. 45-degree angle. Methodical approach. Sam Green. Straight through the middle. He's a class footballer, is Sam Green. And this Clarence team have responded after being enormously challenged. 14-8-92, playing Glenorchy 8-10-58. And a bit of the fizz has been taken out of this one in the last 5 or 6 minutes, Bo, but it's been overall a cracking game of football. It was a low-scoring tussle early, and the game just opened right up, and in the end we've been treated to a pretty attacking and free-flowing game of footy.
Yeah, it certainly did start off the way that we all wanted it to, with a really close and tight contest, but now it's just really trickled out, and Clarence have shown their guns to this young Glenorchy outfit. So Duffy slips over. Holmes just tries to barrel it out. Smothered there from Arnold. Holmes has got 2 on him. Kicking it up there was Preshaw again. Kicking out there was Paprotny. He hand passes out. Back to Preshaw. Kick inside 50. Who's he got? Just doesn't land for McGee. Gillett Shaw. Roach playing in the back line again there. Will not really go far. It'll go to Colby Whitelaw, it will be Ryan. Drills it inside and finds Ollie Preshaw there. There's Keegan Ryan.
Yeah, those two just linking up again. They've been magnificent, particularly across this last quarter, Preshaw and Ryan.
So, Ollie Preshaw can just wander in, kick, on its way, and they like it, the Roos. Ollie Preshaw, that's his 3rd goal of the evening, and it will extend out to a 40-point lead here. So Glenorchy have well and truly got themselves out of this game, unfortunately, but Clarence have just shown their guns with their big people firing. It all started off with Peter Ryan's son, Keegan Ryan, who've landed the first blow for Clarence after that bombshell from Glenorchy. Yeah, they just hammered the goals. But really well done from Clarence to win this one back where the game was really in the balance.
Yeah, and after not scoring a goal across that third quarter, they've slammed home 6 in the last so far, Clarence, and they might not be done with yet. Holmes tumbles the ball towards half forward. Simpson was going to be in pursuit, but coming through the other way was a Loams. Spots a teammate and now launches it inside 50. McGee gathers the football. McGee just misses through for a minor score. So I think Preshaw with those 3 goals have all come in the last quarter as well, Bo. So he's really come alive. Game was there to be won. He stepped up. 15-9-99 go the Roos. Kick out wide finds Callum Thompson. And one of the better players for Glenorchy. Overlap run from the coach, Josh Arnold. Tied up against the line. Jack Preshaw competing there. Halves the contest and we'll have a throw in. Just in front of the interchange gates here at KG5. 25 and a half gone. Ball thrown in. Duffy v Holmes. Holmes extracts the ball himself, gets the kick away. Joseph chucks it on the boot. Tumbling ball towards half forward. Good stuff there from Matty Dilger. He drives it inside 50. Good kick over the top. Free kick will be paid to that man Nathan Blowfield, who's been immense across the course of the evening. He's kicked 3, is that right, Bo? Opportunity for his 4th.
Going for his 4th, yeah. I mean, absolutely enormous Nathan Blowfield on this attempted resurgence from the Pies. Number 15, well and truly shunned today.
So Nathan Blowfield, good view of it here. Slow approach. Sprays it off the side of the boot, through for a minor score, and I reckon he's missed a couple today as well, Blowfield. He's been such a good player, but he's probably missed a couple. He's been a real live wire for them. Outstanding barometer for Glenorchy.
Yeah, it's a bit of a different ball drop. John picking up, well, obviously he would have had a routine, but I think sometimes he kind of rushes the kick as well. He didn't on that occasion, but the ball drop is just a little bit awkward.
Bang the ball out of defensive 50 and finds Sam Green, defensive side of the wing. Green chips the ball further on. Jack Preshaw was there. And some desperate stuff there from Arnold. Thumps that one up into the ferns.
That man on screen there, Cam Duffy, I've absolutely loved his game. We've sung praises to him all day. He just brings a nice... He kind of halves the contest where the other Glenorchy ruckmen have found it really difficult. He's obviously an experienced campaigner. We'll try and get that one down. Green eventually does. Simpson to Arnold, I should say. Whitford just missing him. Spinning around there was the mysterious number 28. I think we've got in a jumper change. Brown. Tumbling ball in the direction of a teammate in Jenkins. It will eventually be Dilger who mops that one up. We'll go to Nicholson. Ball's boom, and now Clarence can go again. Kick. We'll find Preshaw again. He'll go inside 50. Finds a Loams. And Bryce Loams there to put the finishing touches on. An absolute masterclass last quarter here from the Roos. He's kicked a single this evening and can extend that to 2 goals. Really liked his work rate up and down the ground, Bryce Loams. He can really extend it out to 56. Loams meanders in and gets his 2nd of the evening. So, I think it's a 56-point lead here. 46-point lead, I should say, sorry. So, Sting has well and truly gotten out of this game, and they've really been dominated. Josh Arnold talked about blowouts at the start of the year, and well, this is definitely one of them. It's gotten ugly pretty quickly.
Yeah, disappointing after this is probably the 8 or 9 minute mark of the quarter. It felt like anything was possible for Glenorchy. Game's well and truly gotten away from them, but again, I look at it as a learning opportunity, and Clarence just flexing their muscle. They've been made to work for it today. Have the ruse. Should we go back into the middle? I'll get you to have a look at who these teams have on the menu next week in a sec as well, if you can, Bo. Go on a couple of stoppages time. Pre-short. Goes there and finds Lovell. Corey Lovell goes inside 50. Beautifully weighted kick finds Alomes. So who have the Roos got next week?
Yes, they track back home to Blunston Arena for a 1:30 game against Lauderdale. We'll have that brought to you via the AFL Tas YouTube. And for Glenorchy, they've got the bye, so they can regroup. And after that, they'll have the Tigers at their home ground, KG5. But for now, it'll be Bryce Alomes to kick his third, and 2 in about 1:50. So Alomes, nice kick, on its way. Beautiful ball drop there from Bryce Alomes. That's his third. And we'll just see this lead score out again. So, disappointing night for Glenorchy, but they have hit the 50 mark the first time in at least 2 weeks. 8-11-59 plays 17-9, 111.
Yeah, the game well and truly owned now by Clarence. Alomes just adding a couple of goals to his stat sheet for the evening. He's got 3 to his name, now one of 3 players with 3 goals for the Clarence Footy Club. As we go back to the middle once again. Holmes bustles his way through. His fellow number 9 does the same, and Josh Arnold. Arnold pinned for holding the footy. Jack Preshaw takes advantage, kicks it inside 50. Mark taken by guess who? Bryce Alomes. He's got 3 to his name. 2 of them coming in the last couple of minutes. An opportunity to add another to his tally and really cap off an impressive night.
Tell you what, the big men have stood up for Clarence. Sam Green with 3, and he's been really dominant in the ruck. And, well, Bryce Alomes kicking for his 4th. Colin Garland's had a really strange night, but Alomes can get it on the way. 4th for him. 3rd in about 3 minutes, and there's the siren. Dominant display from the visitors. They've tracked over the Tasman to come here today, and, well, the game was in the balance. It was Keegan Ryan to start things off for the Roos, and, well, disappointing as it is for Glenorchy, they've been so inspirational this afternoon, or I should say this evening. First 8 or 9 period of the last quarter. So running through your goal kickers quickly, we'll have Axel Norton with 2, Sam Green with 3, Colin Garland with only the 1 this afternoon, Keegan Ryan with 2, Preshaw and Alomes. Preshaw with 3 and Alomes just kicking his 4th there, and Connor McGee with 2. Ryan Borsman with 1 and 4. The home team, Nathan Blowfield, had an opportunity to kick 4 or 5 this evening. He ends up with 3. Matty Joseph and Jade Clark with 2, and Josh Whitford with 1. So, on display there from the Roos odds.
Certainly was. It was a game they were made to really work for. They pushed to the real edge of their limit, Clarence, on multiple times tonight, but they had all the answers when it mattered. And Glenorchy, in the end, the game doesn't quite show it on the scoreboard, but that was a pretty gallant performance. It's just that fade out late that's really cost them on the scoreboard. So, run through the goal kickers, we've gone through that. There's been some standout performers from either side, but Clarence, they take the 4 points and they just edge a little bit closer to the dream of playing finals football. And you can see the Clarence players getting together. I reckon they might potentially be doing something for Josh Arnold, which would be fantastic if they do. Yeah. See them all making their way down now. So we'll wrap up here from commentary, leave you with these pictures just to finish the game tonight. Just repeating, Clarence running out comprehensive winners, 18-9, 117 to Glenorchy, 8-11-59. Make sure you stay tuned to the AFL Tas YouTube channel for the 2 games tomorrow. North Lonnie heading to Skybus Oval to take on Lauderdale in the Battle of the Bombers, and a grand final replay at the Twin Ovals between Kingborough and Launceston. See Clarence and Glenorchy lining up to farewell stalwart of the Glenorchy Footy Club and the competition, Josh Arnold, on 250 club games. For all of us at AFL Tasmania, hearty congratulations to him on everything he's done as well. Thank you to Sean on the camera, Ash in the studio, and to you, Bo. Thanks for your company this evening.
Thanks for having me. It's been a really fun night, and of course, I just want to say my congratulations to Josh Arnold, who great guy. So, thanks for having me tonight.
Thoroughly deserved. Thank you for your company on the live stream as well. Bye for now.